Hey guys, I'm Jeremy, and today I'll tell you about a cool trip I did to Letchworth Park recently with my buddy Mike. It's only about an hour from Buffalo or Rochester, maybe about 5 hours if you're coming from New York. But it's one of the prettiest places in Western New York. You've got like 3 epic waterfalls and a 600-foot gorge there. So there's tons of different trails you can hike. There's like 70 miles or something around the park on both sides of the gorge. And you can also take hot air balloons, do rafting. There's some picnic tables. You could do camping. They've got a bunch of cabins you could stay at, although a lot of those cabins were pretty close to each other. So there's a ton you could do in the summer, and then in the winter you could do a bunch of like, you know, snowshoeing and other like winter sports and stuff like that. So it's definitely an awesome spot. It's only like $10 a car to get in. So most people probably come into the south end of the park, and that's where you've got the 3 waterfalls. You've got the middle falls, the lower falls, and the upper falls. It's probably best to maybe park at the middle falls and then walk up to the upper falls. That's one that has the train tracks above there. And then you could walk down to the lower falls, which is probably a mile down, but they're all not super far apart, especially the middle and the upper one. They're only like 10 minutes or something like that. And then you could still drive north through the park, and you've got like, you know, some great views of the gorge nearby. And then at the very northern end, which takes, I don't know, maybe like a 40-minute drive, you've got the dam up there, which I thought would be pretty cool, but it was like pretty mediocre in my opinion. So if you just see like the southern half of the gorge, like the southern up to about the middle, and head out west, it's probably good enough in my opinion. But you know, you could also explore the other side of the gorge and other places as well. The waterfalls themselves are a pretty decent size. I think 2 of them are around 70 feet, and then the middle one's about 115 feet, so they're definitely pretty huge. But the only problem with this park is that you can't go down into the water. Some of the people were swimming and stuff like that, but you're not technically allowed to walk down into that gorge. So that's one of the only drawbacks about this park, is that I mentioned the other place I went to a couple weeks ago, Zoar Valley. I could put that up here, and it's a similar park to Letchworth. It's got this huge gorge, but at least you can walk in and swim and stuff like that, where here you can't. So even though this park has those 3 amazing waterfalls and is probably more beautiful in some ways, the fact you can't get down into the water makes it kind of, you know, a little mediocre. At least a place that like you'd want to see once, but like I wouldn't go back there over and over again, basically. You also used to be able to walk on those railroad tracks that are above the upper falls. I used to do that years ago, but they've closed that off, so you can't walk on the tracks anymore. So anyway, if you're up in Western New York, you know, I'd totally recommend heading up Letchworth Park if you haven't seen it before. It's super pretty, and not too far from there, you have like the Finger Lakes and a bunch of cool things around there. Maybe I'll try to make some other videos on that. So if you liked the video, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.